Namaste, dear yogis. Welcome to this new session of Yoga with Claire. Today I invite you for a practice based on presence and awareness. So please get comfortable in your bodies, get comfortable on the mat or anywhere you like to practice, and come and join me in a comfortable seating position. You can close your eyes. Feel the spine long and straight, and relax. Every part of the body doesn't need to be tensed. Connecting to your breath. You can feel the fresh air coming in with every inhale. And the warm breath of the exhale coming out. Notice your density, your presence in space. No need to open the eyes, just feel the space around you. Maybe there's a certain quality of energy that you can feel, maybe some quietness or peacefulness, or maybe a sense of security, or maybe something else. Just notice, observe. And let's start to connect to our physical sensations. Is there anything maybe you'd like to change? Maybe something isn't completely comfortable for you. Maybe you need to move a little bit to feel more stable and comfortable. And stay present with your breath. Notice how the chest expands with every inhale and all the micro movements on the exhale. Notice also the sounds around you, the temperature of the place. Then let's bring our palms together at the heart center. And let's simply rub our hands together, bringing some heat, some energy. Keep rubbing, pressing your hands against one another, bringing some nice heat. And then we'll be covering our eyes with our hands, like little cups on the top of the face, and feel the warmth, the energy distributing from your hands to your face. Then slowly blink 3 times behind your hands, and let's come back and open our eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Feeling your whole body getting full and empty with air. Inhaling again. And for the last breath, maybe try to make it last a little longer. Very nice. Then simply let's interlace our fingers and bring them just at the back of your head, just there in between the neck and the bottom of the head. And from here, we'll be simply exhaling and curving the spine. And inhaling and opening again, opening also the chest, the elbows, looking up, and exhale, roll again. Without pressing too much on your head, just a little bit of presence with your hands. And inhale, open, look up. Feel maybe how your hips are also moving in this movement. And exhale. And last one, inhaling up. From here, just relax the hands, chest still really nice, wide and open. And from here, inhaling up, left arm up, and let's simply slide on the side, keeping the chest open, not reaching down, just a long line from your fingertips to your hips. Pressing simultaneously down with your right hand and also just pulling through your left fingers. Okay, let's come back to center, both arms up and exhaling, left hand on the ground, and let's slide and stretch the whole right side. Keep breathing here, staying present and connected with your breath throughout the whole practice. Okay, let's come back to center. And from here, extending the arms and exhale. Let's walk our hands in front. And from here, extending the arms, reaching down, keeping your sit bones still in touch with the ground. We'll be simply walking the hands in a dynamic movement, walking the hands to the right and walking the hands to the left. So really stretching this whole area really intensely. Coming into a mini twist, and let's do it one more time to the right. Staying connected to your breath, maybe one inhale for one side and exhaling when you go to the other side. And stay present with your sensations as well. Maybe try to reach a little bit further or deeper in the pose. And let's come back to center. And from here, bringing our arms, fingers pointing backwards, just at the back of your buttocks. We'll be pressing, and bringing the shoulder blades at the back of your back together, like they're trying to kiss one another. And really pressing on the hands. Let's open the chest, looking up, maybe relaxing the head back, or if you have any issues with your neck or cervicals, please keep always the chin closer to the chest. Otherwise, you can try and relax. Let's take one deep breath here. And let's come back to center. Extending the legs, we'll be simply opening our legs and then swinging from side to side, both of our legs. Okay, and from here now, we'll be engaging the whole front part of the legs. So please, let's flex the feet, really taking a nice, a nice supporting points with the hands. You can either keep your fingertips in touch or the whole hand as you prefer. And from here, we'll be really pressing our kneecaps down like you want to plant them on the ground, and having this whole area really in touch with the ground, keeping the feet flexed, really pressing. Don't, like squeeze the butt, or it's all happening here and there. Press, and let's relax. And from here, inhale, right leg up, and we'll be doing 3 circles in one direction, keeping really the bottom leg strong, and 3 circles in another direction, and exhale back. Inhale up, left leg, 3 circles in one direction, and 3 circles in another direction, and let's exhale back. Really nice. Now from here, bringing both of your feet closer to the groin, we will directly arrive in Malasana. Okay, Malasana, yogic squat. If you're struggling, you can obviously place something just at the bottom of your heel, so you're not losing your balance. You can also simply put a little brick, yoga brick, and sit on it, or simply maybe laying against a wall could also help you. Otherwise, let's press the outer triceps against the knees, trying to squeeze the knee, and while working on the opening of not only the hips but also the chest. Let's really try to pretend that something is here, maybe your heart, that wants to come out from your chest. I invite you to join me, closing your eyes, and be in the pose, leave the pose, this asana, malasana, from a little deeper within level. So that means that you might notice different things. Maybe the balance is not as obvious as when you have open eyes. Maybe try moving very gently one knee, the other knee, and see what are the sensations and the experience that you're having in this pose. Whatever it looks like, it shouldn't look a certain way. Just try to be in this pose with eyes closed. Okay. Last exhale here. And from here, let's open the eyes again. And simply bringing our palms in front of us, we'll be raising our butts, pressing on the ground, and coming into this forward fold, Uttanasana, with feet a little bit wide apart. You can grab onto your elbows here and maybe start rocking from side to side. Just a gentle sway here, and see how it feels in the lower back. Please feel free to keep your knees slightly bent and try to bring your rib cage on to your thighs. That's the direction it should take. Even if you really have to keep your knees bent, it's okay. And check if your head is fully relaxed by also moving it. One last breath here. Please take a deeper breath. Really deep inhale, expanding the rib cage. And exhale, belly completely empty from air. And relaxing the hands, maybe each hand on the side of your feet. Let's come back up slowly. Urdhva Hastasana. Arms up, looking up. Maybe straighten a little bit more. And exhale. Let's come back to Tadasana. Feet together. Neutral position. Neutral spine and pelvis. And shoulders relaxed. Here, let's close our eyes. Let's really try to grip the floor with our feet. And just notice the micro changes here when you close your eyes. My balance suddenly seems a little bit less obvious for me when I'm closing my eyes. Now let's open the eyes again and let's take a comfortable stance. Yes, I will be facing you. Let's take a comfortable stance and bringing all our weight onto the right side. Let's hands on the hips. Let's inhale, left knee up, and exhale. Let's come into Vrikshasana, tree pose. Hands pressed together in Anjali Mudra to the heart center. You can also play and open with any mudra that you wish. The left hand can really help here stabilize the openness of the left knee and really press firmly your thigh and the sole of your left foot together. That will really help with the balance. And let's stay breathing here in a nice flow. And from here, hands on the hips, relax. And raise your left knee. Extend the left leg. Extend, extend, extend. Really, press like you want to extend the leg at its maximum. And exhale, relax. Okay, really nice. Let's do it on the other side. So all your weight, your balance on the left foot, really grabbing the floor with your toes. Let's inhale, bring the right knee up, and exhale. Let's open on the side and come into Vrikshasana. Feel free to take any mudra once again that can either stabilize you or maybe challenge you. And try to stay there with your asana, whether it is stable or less stable. Try not to judge your performance, your ability to be in the posture. Just try to be with the posture. Okay, let's inhale, raising the right knee up, and exhale, stretch, stretch and hold. Really press on the left knee, and exhale. Let's relax, and maybe you want to jump a little bit to relax the legs. Okay, really nice. Let's come back to the top of the mat if you are not there anymore. Tadasana. And from here, hands on the hips. Inhale, open in star pose. Really wide-legged stance. Inhaling up, looking up, hands together. From here, slight back bend, extend, exhale, and inhale all the way down. And from here, we'll be exhaling and grabbing our toes. together. And bending forward on the end of the exhale. Keeping your elbows on the side. That will really make you a good help while grabbing the toes. Really, you can pull on the toes, keep the elbows on the side, and try to reach further down. You can also, of course, once again keep the knees micro bent and feel a nice stretch in the hips and a nice stretch for the spine. Let's stay here for another full breath. And actually, let's take another breath here, while you might want to imagine that all the unnecessary, clutter of the mind is just pouring down on the ground from the top of your head. Let go. Anything that isn't necessary to just be and be present here and now. Okay. Last exhale. Let's bring ourselves halfway up, Ardha. And from here, hands on the hips. And exhale, let's come back up. Okay. Inhale, Tadasana. Let's meet at the front of the mat once again. Nice. Exhale here. And on the next inhale up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and send the right foot back in a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Okay, and from here, paying attention to your sensations, please press firmly every contact point with the ground. So that means your feet, the of the right foot, and your hands, and really engage every muscle. Really press on this foot, and we'll be just making this rocking movement back and front. And really pay attention to the stretch that you feel. Maybe if you lower the hips down a little bit, it feels different. High, it feels different. Just try to play with this. Okay, let's exhale, left foot back in plank. Let's inhale here. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bending the elbows. And inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, opening the chest, looking up in front. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, hips back and up, pressing really strongly on your hands. And let's send the hips back, keeping a long line in the back. And maybe trying to bring some more space in between your shoulder blades. Keep breathing here. One more inhale. One more exhale. And inhale, look front. And bring your right foot front. Let's do the opposite side. And same, really press firmly with your hands. Or maybe you can keep your hands on the fingertips if that's easier for you. Otherwise, just try to maybe keep your hips lower, a little bit lower, bending the front knee and trying to keep your hips aligned. So that means in this nice line, so you don't have one hip higher than the other or anything. Let's make these little movements back and front, feeling the stretch becoming maybe a little bit different, maybe a little bit easier. Keep breathing. Send your breath wherever you need some relief. And finally, let's exhale. Right foot back in plank. And from here, inhale. And exhale. Let's bring ourselves back. We're bringing the knees down and sitting on our hips into child's pose. Forehead on the ground. You can relax everything here. Every muscle, every effort, every tension. Just completely let go in this pause. Feel your density. Feel your body becoming closer and closer to the ground. Your breath taking more space. And let's inhale, come back up slowly. Still sitting on your heels. So maybe if that's uncomfortable for you, you can put a little cushion there if that hurts, or underneath the knees. And from here, let's inhale, open the arms up, looking up, bring your hands together, and exhale, let's send the right arm back, left arm straight, front, and let's twist, bringing the outer part of the hand to the outer part of the knee, and looking back. Really trying to keep the belly a little bit engaged. And maybe with each exhale, you might want to go a little bit deeper in the twist, keeping the navel in. And inhale back up. And exhale, left arm back, right arm and hand at the side of the knee. And let's come into this nice twist, being blessed by two little beings behind me. Okay, let's keep breathing for another breath. Exhaling, trying to reach a little bit further in the twist. And inhale up. And exhale, arms down. And find your way to come to sitting on your mat. Okay, I've been going a little bit far back. Let's come with our backs onto the mat. Okay, really nice. Maybe take a deep breath here, hands on the belly, just to notice the flow of energy inside. Nothing really fancy, just, your breath, your blood, your muscles, and everything functioning. Nice. Okay. And from here, both hands now on the ground, in line with the body. We'll be taking a little bit of momentum, if you wish, to come to halasana. So you can either straighten the legs and, help yourself and take some momentum, or do it in one shot. The idea will be to keep the hips as high as possible without having a too strong compression of the neck. So trying to keep your hips almost in one line with your shoulders, stretching the feet. So if you cannot reach so far down, maybe you might want to keep your legs slightly bent or use a wall to support yourselves. and your hands if you need. Otherwise, just intertwine your fingers again and really press on the ground with your fingers with this little ball of fist of energy from your arms, and using the energy from your arms to lift your hips a little higher. Okay, and if you feel a really strong compression in the neck, you can, at the back of the neck, you can simply bring your nose slightly backwards, and that will decompress. Keep breathing here. Halasana is really excellent for drainage, fluid circulation, digestion as well, and stress. By inversing your center of gravity, your body is getting a little reset, which is very nice. I try to keep the core engaged, but also be relaxed and stable in this pause. Let's stay here for another cycle of 3 breaths. Please bear with me, even if it might not be very comfortable. Let's just try to be present in this pose without judging, like it's uncomfortable or difficult or boring, maybe. Just try to be there. Be with your body. And on the next exhale, we'll be relaxing the hands, making more space, and gently bringing your knees back down, really slowly stretching and stretching your legs. Let's come into Savasana. The final pause, you can make some small adjustment. I like to shake my hips to make sure that everything is really nice and comfortable. Feet a little bit wide open, arms slightly wide open as well. Palms facing up as a sign of trust and abandonment. Letting go in Savasana. Enjoy this quality of presence. And allow yourselves to enter a deep and full relaxation. I invite you to stay in Savasana as long as you need. Then very gently, very slowly, the least mental and physical agitation, you will be able to find your way back to sitting. And entering a space of gratitude. To close this practice, maybe also take a moment to notice how you feel now. Whether it is the body or the mind or the heart. Just maybe observe the spaces where more space has been made. Namaste. Thank you very much for this practice, and I hope you will join me for the next. See you very soon.